begin by taking our usual check on the teams, beginning with Millwall. Brian Horne in goal, Keith Stevens at 2, 3 Ian Dawes, 4 Terry Herlock, 5 David Thompson, 6 Alan McCleary, 7 Jimmy Carter, 8 Gary Waddock, 9 Teddy Sheringham, 10 Tony Cascarino, 11 Sean Sparham. And they have a conventional 4-4-2 lineup. Liverpool have made changes. Not in goal though. Bruce Grobbelaar in his usual place. 2 Glenn Hussein, 3 Steve Staunton, 4 Jan Molby, 5 Ronnie Whelan, 6 Alan Hansen, 7 Barry Venison, 8 Ray Houghton, 9 Ian Rush, 10 John Barnes, 11 Steve McMahon. No place for Peter Beardsley. We think this is how Liverpool will line up. Kenny Dalglish pretty secretive about the formation, but Jan Molby likely to act as sweeper. Peter Beardsley relegated to the substitutes bench for Liverpool along with Gary Ablett. 2 teenagers, Darren Tracy and Steve Torpey, on the bench for Millwall. Referee Jim Ashworth from Leicestershire. So a terrific South London atmosphere here at the Den. Liverpool in the first half defending the goal to our right in their famous all-red strip. Bruce Grobbelaar, who's conceded 8 goals in his last 3 away games and whose own place was under threat. Millwall in the blue shirts and white shorts. Dawes. Cascarino's height will be a problem to the Liverpool defence. They're expecting that. Whelan forward for Rush to chase. Thompson clear. Back it comes from Houghton. And Thompson there again. Venison. Whelan. And the free kick has gone Liverpool's way, right on the edge of the Millwall box. Quickly taken. McMahon. Staunton. Blocked by Sparham. And I think it just crossed the line in Liverpool's favour as a corner. Good-looking ball for Barnes, and the flick by Ronnie Whelan, well caught by Brian Horne. Here's Sheringham, Cascarino, they link so well, these two, and Cascarino showing good pace. Hussein with the sliding tackle. Dawes. Waddock. This is Herlock, he can hit the ball. Well, he got a good strike on it, but a little bit too high to trouble Bruce Grobbelaar. McCleary chasing, and the Millwall captain did well. Just coming up to 10 minutes gone, Millwall 0, Liverpool 0, but a very lively opening. Hussein wanted to let it run then and took a bit of a risk. So much so, in fact, that Millwall have got something they didn't expect out of it.
Actually, that was a very good decision by the referee, because Hussein did put his foot over the ball and stopped the player getting to it, so it was a good decision.
Free kick, Carter will take it. Oh, and there was a good back header as well, and Cascarino was just a matter of inches away from meeting it on the near post. Thompson came in strongly as well, as Sheringham had flicked it on. Sheringham, the player to watch on the near post, he won the ball there. Thompson the nearest to it, and Cascarino behind him. Kenny Dalglish in his usual position, standing and looking a bit grim-faced at the moment. Sheringham doing well and was being fouled by Hussein. There was no doubt that at Queen's Park Rangers last week, Hussein and Hansen were much troubled by the physical approach of Mark Falco at Queen's Park Rangers, and Sheringham and Cascarino are a duo who are going to give them problems today. Cascarino's header! That was a tremendous save by Grobbelaar, because I think that was bound for the top of the net.
This was a super move, actually. Indoors, dinks in a beautiful little free kick. Sheringham, great save by Brucey, no doubt about that.
Millwall on the attack again. Cascarino. In from Stevens to Sheringham. Comes to Herlock. Looking for Carter. Sparham with the shot. Grobbelaar read it all the way. Sean Sparham, who's never scored a goal in Millwall's first team. Thompson, not a very good clearance. Back in from Venison. And then McCleary clear. Whelan, Houghton. Barnes. Houghton again, a foul on Barnes. And Liverpool, I think, would have been happier if the referee had allowed play to continue. David Thompson gets telling off by the referee. Big 6'3" Geordie. Spotted by Millwall's chief scout, Bob Pearson, and brought here. A real old-fashioned centre-half. Well, everybody knows that free kicks to Liverpool with the likes of Barnes and Mulby around can be very dangerous weapons. Barnes takes it. Good save. It's been said before, Jimmy, if he was Brazilian...
Well, the chances always were that Barnsley was going to take it, and what a good save.
Venison. Barnes, lovely little back healer. Venison again. McMahon in a shooting position, but he plays it on to Staunton, and that's a good effort by Staunton. And that was mighty close. Driven in hard and low, the way defenders really hate it. And Thompson did well with Rush bearing down on him.
Actually, it was quite a good save, because Rashid nearly did get his first kick of the game, and it might well have been a goal.
Corner it is. Cleared by Thompson, and then Waddock. Back in from Venison. Barnes. Houghton. And now Carter. Venison right behind him. Good play by Jimmy Carter. That was a difficult position he was in then. Cascarino with a header. Stevens. Whelan wins it for Liverpool. Now McMahon. Barnes, the challenge by McCleary. Liverpool keep possession. Ronnie Whelan. Barnes. Well, the flick this time didn't work. But Millwall lose possession with Waddock. Rush finding Houghton, and now Barnes. Foul on Barnes. Terry Herlock is the man you want on your side. Houghton. Barnes. Well cut out by Stevens. Oh, they left it to each other. Barnes. Rush in a good position here. Barnes went for the far corner. Well, Herlock and Stevens will sink to the ground and say a little prayer, because they left it to each other, and that could have been fatal.
Well, it's Herlock and Stevens, and it's a right, well, it's a mess-up, obviously. And John Barnes does excellently, really. It's a great chip. One gets the feeling now that unless Millwall do get hold of John Barnes and quieten him down a little bit, that Liverpool could start seizing the initiative.
Came off Sheringham. Sparham. And he's done well here, Sparham. And then didn't do so well. He worked a good position, and instead of looking for Cascarino on the far post, he tried the shot.
Yeah, it was never on that, Alan. Let's be fair about it. It was tailor-made for a cross, and it might well have been meant for a cross, in fairness.
Hussein for Liverpool. Looking again for Barnes. Dawes. Cascarino, Carter, and now Waddock. Back to Dawes. That's Sheringham. Good football. Carter in space, but again the offside flag has gone up. I don't think it was Carter who was offside. It couldn't have been, because he ran onto the through ball from an onside position. I rather think it was Cascarino in the centre. Well, Houghton wasn't given much chance really there. He did well just to bring it down cleanly. It's a tight, narrow pitch here at Millwall as well, so it's unforgiving. Thompson. Oh, he's in trouble here with Rush, and holds him. Barnes. A delicate chip, and it's in! A superb goal by Barnes! 38 minutes gone. A mistake and a moment of magic have given Liverpool the lead. John Barnes' 10th goal of the season, but it was that mistake in the middle there by the defender Thompson that led to it. Barnes profited, and the finish was exquisite. Thompson got himself in all kinds of trouble there with Rush.
Absolutely superb goal, great chip. He always looked the man most likely, and he succeeded.
And the youngster has had a rather unfortunate mistake to remember the day before his 21st birthday by. Here's Herlock. Carter on the left. Back to Dawes. Out of play.
Just harping on about that goal again, Alan, is the fact that Barnes was still left on his own to pick up the pieces. There was nobody within 5 yards of him.
John Barnes' 10th goal of the season. Whelan. Forward by Stevens. Venison and Houghton playing their way out of a problem. Here's Rush. Herlock's tackle. Now Dawes. Down the line for Carter. Cascarino. Hussein right behind him. And the free kick goes Millwall's way. Incidentally, on the Liverpool goal, full credit to referee Jim Ashworth. There was no question that Thompson brought down Rush, but he allowed Liverpool to play on, and that was the right decision. Oh, it's a goal at the other end! As Grobbelaar got caught out, Thompson has made up for his mistake in the best possible way. Now he has got something to celebrate his 21st birthday with. What a moment for David Thompson. Only the second goal he's ever scored.
Well, he's made one and scored one now. This is well, he's come in. Great header. Followed the ball all the way.
So the game really burst into life in the final minutes of the first half. Hansen for Liverpool. Houghton. Sparham was fouling him. Liverpool's free kick. It wasn't there either when McMahon wanted to take it. It's a good ball for Staunton. They're queuing up in the middle. Waddock couldn't get it clear. Whelan back in. Away by Thompson. Whelan again. Now Rush. Now Barnes. Staunton. Good pressure from Liverpool. McMahon. Whelan. Barnes is there. And still Barnes, he's done well. Staunton. Hussein is on the far post. Rush was ahead of him. Carter got it clear. Well, I would think the second half will be one not to miss here. Those 2 goals late in the first half have really set up a cracking match. It's been interesting throughout. The goals have fired it into full swing.
Yeah, I think both sides will be settling for 1-1 at this particular moment. They'll hope to play out the first half like this and then review things during the half-time period.
Hansen up well. This is Waddock. Now Stevens. Sheringham. Whelan did well. This is Rush. Was he fouled? He certainly was by Dawes. Only a minute to go to the interval.
Had a good game down that left flank, Ian Dawes, at the moment. He's looked a very good player.
Yes, he only cost them £150,000 from Queen's Park Rangers, and that's proved, especially by modern market standards, a real bargain. Mulby with the free kick. Sparham got it away. Liverpool's throw. There's a half-time whistle, a highly entertaining and incident-packed first half at the Den. Liverpool took the lead with a goal by John Barnes from a mistake by young David Thompson. But just 2 minutes later, Thompson atoned for his error with a storming header into the Liverpool net to bring the teams level. So off we go then. Millwall now defending the goal to our right. Neither team, incidentally, having made a change during the half-time interval. Brian Horn's kick. Sheringham beaten by Hansen. Now Houghton. Venison. Liverpool, incidentally, 5th in the table at the start of play, 6 points behind Arsenal. If they win today, they would go into 3rd place. Hansen. Liverpool keeping possession and trying to tempt Millwall to come and win it back and then hit the spaces they leave behind. It's an age-old Liverpool tactic and a successful one. Barnes. McMahon. McCleary's clearance. And that's a Liverpool throw-in. McMahon. Hansen. Barnes. Given away to Herlock. Stevens' clearance. Liverpool winning a lot of the loose ball at the moment and dominating possession in this little period. Hansen. Staunton a long way forward on the left, but he goes for Houghton instead on the right, and now Venison. Millwall have 11 men back behind the ball and defending at the moment. Staunton. Sparham blocking the way to goal. Rush. And now Whelan. Good ball for Venison. In towards Rush. Houghton's in there. Whelan's shot. Good goalkeeping by Horn. He must have seen that late. A crowd of players ahead of him.
Good Liverpool move, that. Slow build-up. Played it man-to-man, very patient. Finishing with a good Ronnie Whelan shot. Particularly well saved.
Thompson getting it away to Waddock. Sheringham in space and he's onside. That should have been Millwall's second goal, and Teddy Sheringham doesn't need me to tell him. The Liverpool back four stood still. They expected an offside decision. This is from the other side of the ground. The offside decision never came. Sheringham should have scored. I'm sure you'll agree with that, Jim.
That's what you call a bad miss in anybody's language. As you can see, he's well through. I think he was slightly offside, but strikers shouldn't think about that. Should just think about it going in the back of the net. A very bad miss.
So, another incident to discuss. It could be a key incident if Millwall don't get another chance like that. And here's Sheringham again. Waddock. Stevens. In towards Cascarino. Oh, Whelan, magnificent play. Mulby, equally good. Venison. Liverpool playing a lot better in this second half. This is Whelan. Looking for Rush, getting in behind the defenders. But Millwall read it well. Venison. Now Barnes. And again, just couldn't quite release Ian Rush. Here's McCleary. Houghton. Mulby. Hansen has Staunton outside him. And he needs some help from somewhere. Houghton again. Whelan. Bit lucky that that reached Ian Rush. And now to Staunton. And he's beaten Sparham. And again. And a good little ball for Houghton. Rush and Barnes in the middle. Here's Rush. Yes! Ian Rush breaks his barren spell. And Liverpool are in front. Ian Rush's first goal since the two he scored at Everton back on September the 23rd. It's one of the worst spells he's had as a Liverpool in the Liverpool team. But that's a glorious way to end it. A vintage Rush goal.
Well, it's the first shot that he's had, actually, and this is what Ian Rush is all about, isn't it? One shot, one goal.
Here's Sheringham. Sparham. A lot of Millwall players in the box here if the cross is good. Oh, Grobbelaar missed it. Waddock shot, cleared by Hansen. That could have been an equaliser. And here's McCleary. The danger hasn't gone yet. Sheringham's header. Cascarino battling in there. Waddock there again. And Venison got it clear to Barnes. Well played, Barnes. And a good ball as well. McMahon. Rush is in support. And Barnes in the box. Rush. Ooh, it deflected to McCleary. Here's Rush. And again, third effort. They all shouted handball, the Liverpool fans, but Rush hit it straight at the defender. And there's plenty of life left in this game yet. It's not over by any means. Here's Carter. Waddock. It's sagged a little bit for 10 or 15 minutes, but largely speaking, this has been a storming match. Bad mistake by Sheringham, whose confidence obviously has sagged since that earlier miss.
Yeah, I think Teddy Sheringham will have that on his mind at the moment, and will certainly won't have a happy bath.
Whelan. Now Hansen. It's a fine ball. Rush. Rush still going for it. Ooh, Vaughan took a risk then. Not a good kick by the keeper. Well, nobody's hiding in this Millwall team. They all want the ball. Stevens. Sparham outside him. This time Grobbelaar made no mistake.
Bruce's brainstorm is over. He's come out. Made no mistake with that one.
Stevens forward. About 8 minutes to go. As Sheringham lays it off to Waddock. Venison intercepts. You're going to have to think about your candidates for man of the match soon, Jimmy.
Yes, it's not easy, actually, Alan. Both keepers have played well. Ian Dawes has had a neat game for Millwall on the left-hand side here. Again, McMahon's shown well. Whelan's played well. John Barnes, of course, has had an outstanding game so far. It's difficult, because everybody's been involved at one time or another.
That's only you and me you haven't mentioned, I think, Jimmy. Well, you've got to pick one in a few minutes anyway.
I think you've had a great game, Al.
Well, Millwall are getting a lot of possession at the moment, but I suppose it's significant that, unlike Liverpool, they're not looking quite as dangerous with it. Sheringham. Herlock. Stevens. Herlock beaten by Rush. And you sense that Liverpool could spring from their half at any moment. Staunton forward, and they did then, but Barnes sprung into an offside position. Here goes Stevens for Millwall. Sheringham. It's a good ball if Sparham can reach it. And in it goes, and the header from Sheringham was met by Hussein, and Millwall have a corner.
Well, it's certainly not for the want of trying or creating pressure.
And here's big David Thompson coming up for the kick. Scored once already. What a poor corner at that stage, and so poor that McMahon wasn't expecting it and sliced it straight back. Another corner. Sparham can try again. Cascarino, another threat. Barnes met it. And Sparham will be disappointed with those two corners at this crucial stage of the game, because they've gone all the way back to their own goalkeeper. Cascarino, Molby. Cascarino again.
Liverpool are now playing the game that they've played 1,000 times before now.
And less than 5 minutes to go, Liverpool holding on to that 2-1 lead. Thompson's header, Rush. Good ball for McMahon. He's got forward so much in the last 20 minutes. And each time he's shot, and arguably each time perhaps he shouldn't really have done so, because he had players in a better position. But anyway.
No, but that's been his strength in the second half. He's been getting forward in support and getting back, and he really has had an outstanding second half.
Venison's got a problem here. Hussein. Cascarino! Oh, Grobbelaar sprinted from one side of the penalty area to the goal. And Venison, I'd better buy him a very large drink. That was a bad mistake that could have cost a goal.
You get the feeling here that Cascarino might well have had a bigger whack at this than he did, actually. He side-footed it. If it had given it a good hiding, I think it might well have found the net.
Hussein just made the challenge, didn't he? And that might have made the difference. But the man of the match, selected by Jimmy Greaves. Very clever. And a very pleasant drink for John Barnes.
That's very, very clever, that. And not a very original choice, but unfortunately for those that are expecting somebody different, he has been the outstanding player on the field.
No question about that. And here's Houghton offside. It's desperation time now for Millwall. They've got to get the ball forward at every opportunity. 2-1 down, 3 minutes to go. Liverpool back in possession with Houghton. McMahon has again drifted forward on the Liverpool left as Barnes has it. Good challenge by McCleary. Waddock. Carter. Thompson. The crowd wanting to hit it long. And they've got what they wanted. Cascarino's header. Sheringham is there. Carter. Cascarino! Well, he met two headers perfectly and saw Bruce Grobbelaar deny him. That time, it just skidded off his forehead and wide.
Good move coming up. Good header by Tony Cascarino. It was never really going in. I think Brucey realised that from the off.
McCleary. Sheringham. McCleary again. Good tackle by Houghton. And a vital one at this stage. As Millwall really threatened. Forward by Thompson. Cascarino. Mulvey's clearance. And there's the final whistle. And Liverpool's run of defeats has ended. With a 2-1 victory. Gained in impressive style. Plenty of sweat and hard work. But plenty of good football as well. Ian Rush ended his barren spell in front of goal with what proved to be the winning goal. Man of the match and scorer of the first Liverpool goal was John Barnes. So, a very entertaining match.